Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the College Football Playoff. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this College Football Playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So Notre Dame's offense has the football first here today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022 the field goal in the game that potentially... State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Now it's second down here. They're going to run it. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display.
He'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the catch. The first down pickup, tackle at the 45.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll use the ground game here. Finding space at the 20. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So UAB's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
And looking to throw now on first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. And the Blazers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On the ground, it's Lewis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? tailback's got it again. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Running play called on 3rd and short. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Pulls it in. It's Wells. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Ball handed off. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And he'll set up to throw. Pressure is coming. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up. Handoff to the back. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
First down here for this offense. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle them? As we head to the second. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. On the run, it's Walters. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handed off for a draw. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking at it. On the run, it's Lewis.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that did,
a sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
This sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they were going to come in.
Running back grabs it on a screen. And the defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. The Blazers will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting in the way of that and knocking it away.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? This off. First down, they tackle him at the 44.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the run.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete. 2nd down after that previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaking free at the 35. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. And the Blazers come to the line to run the hurry up.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Pass caught. Second down now. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. And the Blazers pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. The Blazers will bring their punt team onto the field. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still haven't.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Catch made down inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. The coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And now the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Blazers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The UAB offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping his drive alive.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Great cut there. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it in the 3rd quarter of play. The offense, this is play number 11 on the drive. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. This has been thorough domination. It's a real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Blazers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Banks. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker. Penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. defensive line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. And it works. The first down to the 35.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some open field ahead. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, UAB.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really positive yards here from this running back. He's able to pick up the first down. I guess the only knock would be he does step out of bounds with the new college rules. Of course, the clock will stop momentarily until the play clock starts on the next play, and then the clock will get started again. So just try to stay in bounds when you're working with a lead like this.
Second down play coming up. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They've got him down out near the 40.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Try and muscle for the first down. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Hold. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Blazers offense retakes the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Here's the throw deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Blazers come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's Banks. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Blazers looking to keep this drive rolling. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. And the Blazers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down. Offense facing second and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Quarterback drops back to the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Touchdown, Blazers. Still no answer for this offense.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff running right. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.